right, race fans, we are back at the Hangdong Raceway. I think that was the last thing I called it. So we got the ArcPro in. We got what I think is decent track, just in a very simple oval. Let's go back to the very beginning, a very good place to start. First of all, because I don't have any cars with chips in them, I set the unplug. If you didn't use the ArcPro before, you unplug the power from the wall or just from here. Then flip this switch right here on the side. You see it's a little small micro switch, and you push that forward toward the track, and that puts the ArcPro in analog mode, so you can run analog cars, which all my cars are analog at this point. And then the only two colors that work are red and green. Red is this inside track, or outside actually, as far as the track's concerned, but the one closest to the PowerBase. And green is the inside track, the one farthest from the PowerBase. So I got my greenie, and what was cool was I had bought some used from Action Slot Racing in the UK. I had bought some used controllers and two new controllers. And when I got the ArcPro base, when I did the unboxing, it came with 6 lanyards. So now I got one of each color, which is cool. So I just picked up the red and started pulling the trigger. And Houston, we have liftoff, except for this one little piece of track. If I hit it at speed, it will continue. So, yeah, it will power through. But I gotta goose it and get off it, otherwise it will detrack in the turns. And if I get off of it too early in that first turn, that little piece of track, see, it detracts. These things are so fast. So now that I have it working, and it's just a simple oval, and I can get cars to go around the track, decently. Right, yeah, I remember this Jaguar when I tested it out my old last test track. Really smooth, really quiet. It almost refixed itself, which is what the GTE does too, the Ford GTE. I can take a turn too fast, and the Ford GTE will tend to stay on the track better than the other cars, especially the stock ones. There it goes. Made it all the way around there. It almost put itself back on. I need to put in that little piece there. But I'll tell you already, just fixing wipeouts is so much easier without the wire. Having the wireless transmitter makes it a lot more pleasurable. Yeah, even at half throttle, I'm wiping off. And again, these are stock rubber tires. And in a future video, you'll see me replace a lot of those tires. Some with the pole gauge polyurethane, some with quick slicks, and some with just regular tires, either NSR or stock Scalextric. There you go. So it hung in by itself on that one. Took the turn too fast, and it fixed itself. So, hallelujah. I know it's not super exciting watching a car go around in a circle, but not being able to get the monstrosity track working again when I go down that straightaway, that just makes me happy. It's a almost 18-foot straightaway. These are 2 9-foot boards. You got to subtract for the curves, but yeah, getting this monster track to work was a major pain in the butt. So there's a certain amount of joy in the simplicity of this layout. So the next step is to get some digital cars or some digital chips to put in my cars, and to get some digital track, which would be the pit stop and the crossover lanes. I actually got ordered from Action Slot Racing, almost new condition, like excellent condition, their best track, other than new, 2 crossovers. So I'll have one, I'll replace one of these boards over here, one of the straights, and one of the straights over there. So you'll be able to cross over lanes on 2 sides of the track. And then the plan again is to use this as my base, Like my guy Boone, ever since I started making videos, I talked about Boone. I found his channel early on YouTube and watched a lot of his stuff. Absolutely amazing with the scenery. He has an ArcPro base on his mostly, non-digital track. His curves and straights, for the most part, are non-digital. But he does have some crossovers and stuff in there. He has a few digital pieces surrounded by analog track, which is what I'm going to have. So the plan is to build this up. This works. I'll have to look at this one piece of track, like I said, where if I don't cruise through it, there's something wrong. It looks good too. This looks like a really good piece of track. So that's why I used it. But obviously the car comes to a stop here unless I'm bringing momentum to the curve. And again, with both these curves, if I go anywhere near full throttle, the car will detrack. So I'm happy. It's cool. I'm very excited about my ArcPro. And we're going to build from here. Like I said, next step is to go digital. I'll flip this switch over. You got to teach the track your cars. I've got my tablet. That's the little tablet holder there for my Android tablet, Samsung tablet. I'm going to show you all that stuff and hook it all up. But just running the car again around the oval and having it work mostly. Like I said, there's some trouble spots, and I got to get better at taking the turns, which I can't do if the track's not working, right? So simple oval, digital base, more good stuff to come.